a trailer dropped and it's what we all expected, guys. Freedom's Flame. The data miners have been so good with these leaks, honestly. So go ahead and grab yourself some Liberty, a nice cup of lovely jubbly Liberty, and let's dive right into this video. I literally just almost spilt that, guys. I literally almost spilt it. That would have been the end of the video, like right there, me spilling my Liberty. So this kind of makes sense, you know, escalation of freedom. Freedom's Flame. I mean, it's in the name, you know, it's in the name, so, you know, we couldn't really expect anything less. The data miners leaked this some time ago, the files, I mean, and it contained pretty much all of the information regarding this Warbond. Even though you need to take everything with a pinch of salt, I'm starting to believe everything I see now with these leaks because, plain and simple, they are so goddamn accurate. What we are going to do, guys, is look at the trailer, see what's new, then go over everything in detail on Steam. I'm not going to lie, guys, I was about to start watching this video and I realised I didn't even have my headphones on. So, yeah, that would have been bad, you know. But like, where's the sound? What can't hear anything? And then I'm like, oh, I ain't got my headphones on. Stupid. Freedom's Flame, that's what we want. Freedom's Flame, the sexy new Warbond. Why can't I type, guys? I cannot type for crap. Okay, yes, this is what we want, a fire Warbond. This looks sick. So, new patterns, guys. So far, new patterns. Yeah, I like that. I like the orange. I was actually expecting maybe a new mech or something with like a flamethrower on it. But so far, it doesn't seem like we're getting anything like that. But I would have thought maybe being able to switch out like the minigun or missiles for like a flamethrower attachment or something would have been really cool. But yeah, maybe something like that will happen in the future. You'd be able to like switch up the mech or something, you know, with different, I guess, different guns and stuff. I mean, that'd be awesome. Imagine a flamethrower with a minigun, you know, on your mech. That'd be awesome. God, man, that looks sick. That looks awesome. Look at that. Okay, so new armor sets. We've got new armor sets and victory poses. To be honest with you, I'm liking the red more on the left. I like the red more than the one on the right. The one on the right gives me more like Starfield vibes, honestly. So I've seen something similar to that in the game. Yeah, I'm liking the red. I mean, I'm liking it. I would have thought there'd maybe be more armor sets. Maybe there is. Maybe they're not showing everything. From what I'm seeing, obviously, we're seeing just two. So we have to just wait and see when we actually see for ourselves. But that red one is looking awesome. It is looking absolutely amazing. Okay, I can see some sort of secondary and primary. Man, that looks awesome. Oh, there's a flamethrower as well as a primary. That's sick. Oh, another pump action shotgun, guys. That's going to be awesome. Cookout. I mean, I don't mind incendiary shotguns. I mean, I know we've got quite a few in the game, or should I say one. I think one or two. But I mean, I don't mind it because they are really good against the bugs. And anything, you know, that has flames coming out of it, sign me up because I love anything flame related. Honestly, it's awesome. Man, that's going to be sick. That is going to be sick. Okay, what else? Flab 66 Torture, guys, we saw this on the leak, okay, some time ago. Can you imagine having a primary, a secondary, and then your stratagem, napalm, and like an incendiary again, a thermite grenade? Man, you could have literally a complete fire loadout. It's going to be awesome, literally awesome, but a lot of people are probably going to die because, you know, with the amount of flames going everywhere, you're going to just killing your teammates. It's not probably going to be as powerful as the stratagem. Mate, it's secondary. What was you saying? Okay, a secondary as well. A secondary, man, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be so sick. A secondary flamethrower, like a little miniature pistol. That is just awesome. Man, that's so sick. That's awesome. I mean, I wonder how much... Oh, man, they've even got that. They've got that emote that everybody's been asking for. Everybody's been asking for an emote like that for so long, you know. And we finally have it, man. August 8th. I actually thought this was coming out on August 6th because the developers kind of hinted that. I was coming, you know, in August. And we all expected that was going to come out on August 6th because, you know, that's when the new major update drops. I'm just happy with this new content coming. I really do hope as time goes on that maybe you can switch up the guns, yeah, on the mech suits, to have like a different weapon. So like if you want to have a flamethrower on the Emancipator, yeah, with like an autocannon, you can do that. I think that would be really great to have in the game. I don't think we'd see anything like that like for a long time, you know, until it's suggested or they come up with that idea. But I would think that'd be awesome because, you know, I would have thought maybe there would have been some sort of new mech suit that had flamethrowers on or something, or maybe an attachment so you can, like, you know, swap out the weapons. That's just my overall thoughts. I mean, that would have been awesome to me, but you know, I'm happy either way. That looks absolutely sick. Before we actually get into the breakdown on Steam, I just want to say one thing. Fiber Commandos was nice, especially since we've obviously changed to the direction of themes, but I really think a Fire Warbond is more appealing for most people. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Juicy stuff, guys. It looks so sick. I cannot wait to just burn bugs, yeah, for Managed Democracy. I cannot wait. You cannot wait. yeah, the tension is rising, guys. The tension is rising. Now, what do you think of this? Is the Warbond stepping in the right direction? Let me know in the comments. One of the major concerns for Warbonds initially was the lack of thought put into them. Many people were complaining about the Polar Patriots Warbond that made really no sense at all. It almost was like it was thrown together so randomly. I think it was the worst Warbond in regards to community feedback. So moving from that to this is a huge step in the right direction, I think, personally. So now, guys, we're going to go over to Steam and see if we missed anything, because there may have been something that we missed in the video, or maybe something they didn't mention. And I think it's always a good idea to go over the patch details, the update details, because there may be just something that, you know, was hidden that we didn't see. Let the flames of freedom burn bright with new Helldivers II Warbond on August 8th. It's getting hot in here. Gear up with new weapons, armor, and much more. They say you can't start a fire without a spark. Well, Helldivers, we're about to spark a galactic scale inferno. Your new premium Warbond is deploying to all active Patriots on 8th of August. Codename Freedom's Flame. Yes, and as you see the trailer here, and so far, so we've got the Firepower Primary SG 451 Cookout. Burn, baby, burn. Man, these references are so sick. I love Helldivers 2's sense of humor, honestly. So, yeah, pump action shotgun that unleashes a burst of incendiary phosphorus pellets at your helpless enemies. I like that. I mean, sign me up. I want that. I mean, that's the pump action one. So, I actually kind of like the pump action more than the semi-auto one. Obviously, it has hard damage, obviously. So, I like that. And I'm going to love using this, honestly. Flam 66 Torture. A lightweight flamethrower shooting pressurized fuel through a nozzle into a roaring open flame. Sounds safe. It isn't. It isn't. Watch where you're standing. That's the primary flamethrower gun right there. It's obviously not going to be as powerful as a stratagem, but it's still going to be good to use. At least then you can kind of like have a different stratagem, you know, to replace that flamethrower. So if you want like a primary flamethrower for the bugs, and you want to have maybe, you know, a napalm as well as eagle strikes, you can go and do that, you know, without having to sacrifice obviously a stratagem now. So yeah, that's really nice to see. A mini flamethrower handgun, so that's actually awesome. I mean, look, it's got that small little bug there as well. Like, you got this little miniature flamethrower handgun for the small ones, and then you got this big bad boy for the bigger ones, and then you got the bigger stratagem flamethrower for the massive, huge ones. I mean, it didn't really do that great against Subalterns, honestly, but Chargers it's pretty good for. I don't reckon these two are really going to be that great for taking down probably Chargers. I mean, you know, it may be really overpowered. I don't know, because sometimes guns are either too overpowered or they're just too weak. Usually really overpowered, like the Commando taking down the Fabricators. So I'm quite hopeful. I know the actual stratagem you can get, the flamethrower stratagem, is actually pretty good for taking down Chargers. So we'll just have to wait and see. Armor Heat Seeker. Proudly display the burnished blood red plates that were forged in righteous fire, like the heroes they were, wrought to protect. If that's how you say it, wrought to protect. A true vision of democracy. Yes, it managed democracy, because we all have managed democracy across the galaxy, especially when people import more lovely liberty, because we need to drink this tea for our videos. That's how our videos are made, you know, with a cup of liberty. Armor passive. Now this one's an amazing one. It says inflammable, enjoy 75% damage resistance to fire, as you can run headfirst into danger like the unstoppable legend your mum said you'd be. Now I'm actually happy that they've actually thought this through, because obviously, like I said, the Polar Patriots Warbond was just completely insane. Nothing really made sense, and they obviously changed everything, completely overhauled it to make sense, and I think people are going to really love this Warbond. Fire Safety Officer. You can now call yourself Fire Safety Officer. Doesn't come with a certificate. Skin. Safety Orange. Repaint your shuttle, Hellpod, and exosuit in striking safety orange. Now the leaker, I think it was either a Sunder or Iron Sights, I don't remember which one, but Sunder or Iron Sights did leak skins for obviously this Freedom's Flame Warbond, and they did have orange, you know, safety orange. So yeah, obviously that's come to light. And I mean, the leakers who leak everything for Helldivers, all the data miners, do such an amazing job, honestly. And I'm starting to believe pretty much everything that they leak now, because everything's just so goddamn accurate, honestly. Everything is just so goddamn accurate. There's also new capes and cards, as you can see. Purifying Eclipse, a heartfelt tribute to the liberation of Chopessa. Is that how you say it? Chopessa? I can't say it. Chopessa. In the First Galactic War, in which so much orbital ordnance was detonated that its sun was occluded by ash for an entire lunar cycle. The Breach, okay? The final mission of the 361st Freedom Flame saw this storied unit deploy into the heart of a super volcano in a mission of heroic sacrifice, triggering a huge eruption. This act of incredible bravery wiped out a massive Terminid swarm, as documented in the best-selling graphic novel The Breach, available at all good bookshops on Super Earth. The humor, okay, the humor. I love the humor by Arrowhead. Honestly, I love the humor. It's so amazing. And lastly, on to the emotes. So it says big stretch, deep reflection, and thoracic collision escalation maneuver co-emotes. If you're going to win, win in style. Freedom's Flame is rolling out to your Destroyer's acquisitions panel on 8th of August. So ramp up the temperature to fry up some tasty justice, served with a side order of delicious grilled democracy. Tonight, we dive in hell. Yes, and that's obviously the last bit from obviously Helldivers II, Arrowhead. See you on planet side. Yeah, I mean, all this stuff looks amazing. Look at that, a premium Warbond Freedom's Flame. The best one so far out of all of them, I'd say Viper Commandos was the one that appealed to me the most, the latest one compared to everything that we've had so far. But obviously with each Warbond that comes out, I'm just loving it more and more. And yeah, this one now has took the top place for me for all of the Warbonds. It's just amazing. So yeah, guys, this was a more casual and normal video than usual because I did actually have a different video planned for today. Quite a long one basically. I decided to obviously do something different because this came out literally today as I'm recording this video, and I wanted to do this before anything else. So I have a different video coming tomorrow on Illuminate leaks, obviously, and I'm also going to put in the community comments from this video in my next 2 videos. And one more thing I want to say before we actually wrap this all up, because my Liberty is going cold. I've got to drink it, otherwise what's the point even having Liberty throughout this video if I'm not going to drink it? I have now put some names in this book, okay? This book that I'm going to be putting subscribers' names in up to 1,000 subscribers. Just so, again, as I said like a million times, it helps me remember everybody who was originally here from the start, basically. And I'm going to read them out because, yeah, there's only a few in here so far. If you hear your name, drop a comment because I'm going to be adding more into this as time goes on. So there's Forstroni, user CY7PN2RI3Y, Hampdog5716, Muntq, if that's how you say it, Muntq, KSNPS, Adventures, and lastly, Madwolf4815. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more managed democracy. No, not managed communism. Go away, Vlad. No one wants you here, Vlad. Go away. Yeah, go away. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be covering a Illuminate leak, okay, an Illuminate leak, and some other things as well. So it's going to be an interesting video, and this video is probably the most jam-packed video I've done, right? Yeah, I've done, so that's going to be an interesting one. So without further ado, guys, go and conquer the galaxy for democracy, and I will see you in next video. And yeah, don't forget to finish off your Liberty because mine is going cold. It's all this goddamn talking. Okay, it's all this goddamn talking.